For those of you that may have been concerned, don't worry, Kerplunk is back this month. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brie and this is 4 Paws in a Book. That is right, Kerplunk is back for August. I took the month off for July. I really hope that that doesn't result in the game being mean, being offended, that I forgot about it for a month, and it doesn't give me a bunch of sticks. But regardless, here we are. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I use the childhood game Kerplunk to pick my TBR for the month because I cannot be trusted to read by myself, okay? I want to be a mood reader, but I do need some sort of structure. And this game definitely gives me some structure. Now, I am a little bit worried because I am struggling with reading right now. I'm struggling with reading very dense books, so fantasy, even romantasy, is a struggle for me. So I'm hoping that we could get a really good summer TBR. We get some romances, we get some thrillers. Maybe I'll start entering my spooky season. I don't know. I've become very obsessed with dark romance recently, like mafia romance, that type of thing. And so that's really what I'm hoping for, honestly. Now, my Patreon and I are reading through the Legends of Thesmar series. In August, we're supposed to be on the 4th and final book, Shadows and Storms, I believe is what it's called. Here's the thing. Remember, I just said I can't read romantasy right now. I'm struggling. So I am in the middle of Vows and Ruins, and I still need to read Fate and Furies. Will I read them all and get caught up in August? I don't know. We'll see. I am hoping to have Vows and Ruins done by the end of July. I'm filming this a little bit early because as you're seeing this, I am currently at San Diego Comic-Con, and I wanted to make sure that I got a video out for you guys. That's probably going to be my plain read if I'm being 100% honest, and we'll try to knock that out the weekend of Comic-Con. But no promises. Other than that, I'm really not going to be participating in a lot of things. I may casually participate in ARC August that is hosted by Vanessa and a group of other people. I'll link the announcement down below. If I do, I'm going to be on a non-competitive team just because my reading has fluctuated so much recently, especially with reading for my authors. Those aren't technically ARCs, they're books that have already come out for the most part. And so I don't want to like commit to a team and then kind of let them down. So non-competitive will probably be the way that I go. Without further ado, let's get back into Kerplunk and let's figure out how many sticks that we need to pull, and then we'll go over the rules once we get to the tower. All right, I am worried. Okay, cool. All right, this is a 6. Is it gonna focus? All right, not bad. I can handle 6 books on a TBR. Now, I'm going to put these 6 books on the TBR. If I complete my TBR in the month, then I don't have to get a punishment in September. If I don't, then I'm going to add a D6 to this, and that means that I will have to read even more books. But stick around for that. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just read all 6 of them. All right, if you are new here, here's how Kerplunk works. The green sticks means that it needs to be an author that I have read from before. The orange/red sticks need to be from an author that I have not read from before. And then these black cards are right here. Oh, I should probably make them right side up so they look nice. If the marbles fall, I have to take a punishment card. That means that I might have to pull another stick. That might mean that there's more of a restriction on the prompt. Say it has to be a book that I own. It has to be an ARC. It has to be under 300 pages, whatever it is. There's a lot of different things on there. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and pull 6 books. I think we're gonna start with an author that I have read from before. Go. And the book is a book with a weapon on the cover. For prompt number 1, a book with a weapon on the cover from an author that I've read from before. I'm gonna work smart, not hard. We're gonna put Fate and Furies on here. We're at least only gonna be 1 book behind, okay? This has 3 different swords on it, so that's definitely a weapon. This is the 3rd book in the Legends of Thesmar series, so I can't really talk to you about what the book is. I'm not even gonna look at the back because I'm still in the middle of Vows and Ruins. But this is what I'm gonna be reading. We're gonna get back on track with this, okay? I promise. Pick number 2. We'll swap it up a little and go with an orange. Ooh. All right, first in a series. Do you remember when I said, I don't want romantasy? Kerplunk said, actually you do. First in a series, author I have not read from before. I'm going to be reading Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. Now, I am scared of this book, okay? I have the indie cover of it, and I know that it was heavily edited before, and then the 2nd book is about to come out, comes out this week, something, and I haven't read the 1st one yet, so I should do that. it. And I just watched a vlog where Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading just read this and she loved it. And her and I typically have pretty similar taste when it comes to romantasy, and so I think I'm gonna like this one. She said it's a lot more like political based, a lot more fantasy forward, and so who knows, we'll see what happens. But I'm excited about this. This was all the buzz last year. I'm just worried that my brain can't take romantasy, but who knows? Maybe by August we'll be fine. All right, pick number 3. Maybe since we have an even number, we'll just alternate. LGBTQ plus rep. All right, now we're getting some contemporary in here. For LGBTQ plus rep from an author that I have read from before, I'm gonna be reading Flirting Lessons by Jasmine Guillory. This is the Afterlight edition. It's so cute. Like, okay, look at this. Look how hot this is. Like, adorable, right? Adorable. So I should probably read my special editions, right? That's a good idea. So this is what we're gonna be reading. This is a sapphic romance. Avery Jensen is almost 30, newly single and ready for a change. She wants to get a hobby, date around, especially women, good choice, and flirt with everyone she sees. One problem, she has next to no experience when it comes to dating, and even less confidence. Enter Taylor Cameron, champion heartbreaker. She just broke up with her most recent girlfriend, and her best friend bet her that she can't go 2 months without sleeping with someone. So she offers to give Avery flirting lessons. It should keep her nice and busy, keep her away from dating, and take her mind off of how inadequate she feels compared to her much more settled and grown-up friends. With Taylor's help, Avery has the life she always wanted, but now she wants Taylor too. And as their mutual attraction becomes impossible to ignore, both women must decide if acting on these feelings could ruin the best thing they've ever had, or if it could make it even better. We love a good fake dating romance, especially when it's gay. So I'm excited about this one. I have enjoyed Jasmine Guillory in the past, so I think that this one is going to be fantastic. All right, number 4. Okay, the marbles are staying very still today, and I'm not sure how I feel about that because I feel like I'm getting lured into a false sense of security here. All right, we have a KU book. The next prompt is a KU book from an author that I have not read from before. I'm gonna temporarily put this book on here. I could decide to change at the last minute because Kindle Unlimited does that sometimes. And I'm just like, this one actually sounds good. But for now, I actually own this book, but I did check and see if it was on KU, and that is Gravity by Sarah Kate. I actually just purchased this one recently during Barnes & Noble's half-off romance sale. I bought the 2 books in the series, so I'm hoping that I really like it. 3 months on a private island, 2 men, $1 million. All I have to do is tame Nash Wild. 2 years after Zara's sister Emma and her boyfriend Preston were killed in a plane crash, the last person that Zara expected to show up on her doorstep was Preston's father, Alistair Wilde. Yet, there he is with an offer Zara may not be able to pass up. Be his younger son's girlfriend for 3 months, live with the 2 of them in a remote house, and $1 million is hers for the taking. You know, that doesn't sound bad. The challenge turns out to be harder than she ever expected. Nash isn't just wild, he's dangerous. And Alistair is far more broken than he lets the world believe. The 3 of them are bound by grief. Only Zara can feed Nash's hunger and heal Alistair's pain. Is this a why choose with her and him and the father? That can't be. No, I don't know. Lines are crossed, rules are broken. I don't know. What am I getting into? On the island, there's no one to tell them that this is wrong. What is this? What is this? What am I doing? What am I getting myself into? Now she'll have to choose before she tears their family apart. But she belongs to both of them. One of them has her body, the other has her heart. What is this? I am so intrigued. Honestly, I am so intrigued. I have a Bookish Box edition, not of Gravity, but of another book from Sarah Kate. And so I've never read from her, but I have a couple of books. Okay, let's do this. All right, number 5. All right, here we go. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay, ooh, recently hauled. Love this. Next up, we have a recently hauled from an author that I have read from before. You knew this one was coming. I'm gonna read another Carlos Sorensen book, okay? These books are, they are my obsession right now. And this one actually is a football romance. So this is the first one in a new series because I've just finished up the Ward Sisters, that whole series. So this is another one of the second generation. I can't remember which original couple this comes from. We will figure that out. Rule number 1 for the team owner's daughter. Okay, so would be number 1, I think. Don't date the players. Especially not hot-headed tight ends with tattoos and impulse control problems. That's why Dominic Walker is completely off my radar. Sort of. Babysitting the team troublemaker when he's forced to volunteer for the foundation where I work means I can't exactly avoid him. I wish I had though, because once I get to know Dominic, it's almost impossible to ignore the feelings he brings out in me. Pretty soon I'm breaking all the rules. I just have to hope he doesn't break my heart in the process. We love a bad boy football player. We love that, okay? This is gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And less complicated than the last book that I chose. All right, and what will hopefully be the final poll. Oh, they did shift a little, but they didn't fall. Way to go. All right. A dark book. We love this. Finally, we have a dark book from an author that I have not read from before. This is both dark because it is black and it is mafia. So here we are. Welcome to my dark romance era. We have Lust by Nikki Rome. I have had this book on my shelves for a very long time. I think I got this like super cheap at like Half Price Books on a business trip a long time ago because it sounded interesting. And then I put it on my shelf and I forgot about it. But now that I'm back in my, you know, dark romance era, I say back, I don't think I was ever there before. I'm there now. A man is only as good as his word. I was promised to him as a young girl, and I counted down the days until that promise would be fulfilled. At 18, I was to be his, but at 25, I still waited. I hope this isn't going to be like a grooming situation. When he finally came for me, he wasn't alone. There are 3 of them, and they all want a part of me. I can't give them all of me. I don't even know who I really am. The Dark Kings are ruthless, merciless, and unstoppable. They took me from everything I've known and stripped away everything I had, leaving me with only them to depend on. I should fear them. I should hate them. Instead, I lust after them. Our lives have been intertwined since we were children, and now the Romano family will fall at the hands of the Dark Kings. Loyalty amongst family is everything. Now my only family is the 3 men who rule the city by day and make me cry out their names by night. Sounds sexy AF, honestly. This is my TBR. It's not bad. There's a little bit of, you know, I mean, this is the Helen Scher book is a little bit big. I'd like to be able to get book 4 in there as well, but these are the 6 that will be required for me to read. What are you going to be reading in August? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you're not feeling chatty, he's holding like a bourbon glass, so something like that. I don't know if there's actually a bourbon glass, but like wine glass, something fancy. If you are curious as to what I am up to these days, I'm going to put a couple of videos right here that YouTube thinks that you're going to like, some vlogs, some fun things that I've been doing recently. That is all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, my threads, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!